Hi everyone, and welcome. I'm Emma from Potential.com, and today we're talking about something every business struggles with: outdated, bloated enterprise tools. If you've had it with clunky CRMs, endless tickets, or rigid HR platforms, you're going to love this session. In just a bit, Rachel will walk you through the latest AI news and her recommended read of the week. Then, our co-founder Shadi Banner will break down how AI is replacing traditional business tools, showing real examples of leaner, smarter operations. We'll also show you a few AI tools in action and open the floor for live Q&A during our AI clinic, so get ready and keep the chat active. And to everyone watching us live on YouTube and LinkedIn, make sure you're subscribed and following our channels to stay updated on all things AI. Now, let's dive in.
Let's start with a number that shows just how far we've come. Back in 2017, only 20%, 1 in 5 businesses, had touched AI. Now, nearly 80% are using it to run faster, leaner, and smarter, according to McKinsey's latest global report. That kind of leap doesn't just hint at a trend, it proves we are already deep into the AI era. OpenAI just dropped something big for developers: meet the Codex agent. It's fine-tuned on their new O3 model and built specifically for software engineering. This agent can write new features, fix bugs, answer your code questions, and even run tests. It operates in isolated cloud environments, so it's like having a smart dev assistant that works around the clock. Your next teammate might just be an AI. Higgsfield just flipped the ad game on its head. With just one product photo and a few clicks, you can generate cinematic ad clips using 40+ AI templates, all in minutes. It's fast, polished, and totally transforming how brands create content. The future of video ads, it's already here. Robots are clocking in, literally. Kuavo, a humanoid robot built by Leihu Robotics, just started working at the Hongqi car factory in China. It's already sorting and moving boxes like a pro. It's a glimpse into a future where robots take on real jobs, not just in factories, but eventually in our homes too. The shift has started. Tencent just dropped a new AI tool that's turning heads, Huanyu in custom. This multimodal accepts text, images, audio, and video, and can generate consistent characters across scenes, even when there are multiple people in the same video. It's not just about generating clips anymore, it's about building full, coherent experiences powered entirely by AI. China's not slowing down in the content creation race, and neither is AI. Notion just unveiled AI for Work, and it's packed with productivity upgrades. We're talking AI meeting notes that auto-summarize discussions, enterprise search that cuts across your tools, and a new research model that helps teams go from question to insight in seconds. It's a clear sign of how fast AI is reshaping the way we work, tool by tool, task by task. Tesla's humanoid robot Optimus is back, and now it's dancing. And we are not talking clunky robot moves, it's smooth, balanced, and eerily human-like. The new video shows just how far Optimus has come, learning through simulations and real-world experience. As robots like this evolve, they are not just catching up, they are setting the stage to disrupt a $25 trillion industry. The robot revolution, it's already in motion. This week's read is all about strategy, AI in business, a winning guide to artificial intelligence by Sebastian Forbes. It's a straightforward, practical guide that explores how AI is changing the way businesses operate, from automation and analytics to smarter decision-making. Whether you're running a startup or leading a team, This book gives you a clear roadmap to integrate AI where it matters most. Definitely worth a spot on your reading list.
Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. And we're going to go into this interesting session today. Thought-provoking. Some people will not like it, but we always like to keep you aware of everything that's going on, and hopefully you can form your own opinions. So as you can see from this title, the question is, will AI end enterprise software? Now, for those that don't know what is enterprise software, we're talking about all these applications that are running in businesses, organizations, governments, things like CRM, customer relationship management systems that track leads and customers, or things like LMS, learning management systems, which are used for different kinds of learning engagements, or human resources systems, or ERP for accounting and supply chains, or support desks, any of these systems, which have been the bedrock of enterprises, enterprise meaning, businesses, organizations for many, many years. That's what we're questioning. Would these actual systems survive? Now, I've been in the IT space for quite some time. And during my days, early days, you had most of the software was hosted. Most of these kind of applications were hosted on premise, meaning at the infrastructure of the organizations. So big companies like Oracle, SAP, Microsoft would sell these companies, these organizations, a license to use the software, and they would host that license internally. And these were clunky systems, not easy to change. They are deployed across the whole organization. And then one day, a Salesforce came out. So the founder of Salesforce was an ex-Oracle employee, and he figured that instead of having all of this software running on the enterprise on premise, why don't we put it on the cloud? And that's how Salesforce was born. And even though the employee was an ex-Oracle person, Oracle was one of the big companies that made use or benefited from this on-premise setup. The Oracle founder also invested in Salesforce because they could see that this is actually servers and the storage and the network inside their organization. They could just take the same service, the same enterprise software, but delivered from the cloud, where the company, like Salesforce in this case, handles all of the infrastructure needed and just delivers the actual product to the organization. So it delivers the actual CRM straight to the organization through the web browser instead of having to install the infrastructure. So we've been at this for some time, and Salesforce has already, when they first started, they made their campaign, which is to focus on the death of software, as you can see here in the image, and it paid off quite well. People recognized it, and a lot of companies switched to Salesforce, and that's where SaaS was born, software as a service. So now you have a lot of different companies. Here are some of the companies that actually run different parts of this SaaS business, and they deliver different aspects of it: CRM, ERP, all kinds of systems, all delivered through the cloud. You don't have to install them, but you buy into them, and then you grow. Now, so there are some newer versions of these newer companies that have come out, which are trying to keep making things simpler and simpler, because what happened with time is that a company like Salesforce, which originated all of this movement, has become also so clunky. Companies that are using Salesforce have a really hard time switching out of Salesforce and going into other things, because what happens once you set up these enterprise software in the organization, you map the business logic, you map the journey. So they're very structured, and this is what they focus on. They focus on structuring the kind of business processes in a certain pattern that they can hold, and then they put a layer where you can analyze that process. But that pattern, creating or mapping that business logic, is time consuming, is very hard to change. And that's why over time, even though these modern companies are supposed to be very light and very efficient, over time it becomes harder and harder to actually move from them. So as we all should do when we are faced with such a discussion or such a thought process, I asked ChatGPT, so let's have a look at all of these main enterprise software packages. And I asked GPT, which ones do you think could be the ones that could be disrupted with a new architecture, which I'll tell you a bit about in a second. What is this new architecture? But mainly an AI-driven architecture, this modern architecture. And you can see here, it gave us the ones that were the most easiest to change. So it's easiest to change support desks. So if you've been following our sessions, we've been talking a lot about voice-based agents who can answer, AI agents who can answer phone calls, do customer support, service. So these are doing really a great job in reducing the costs of contact center operations, but they still need to be integrated with the existing support desk systems that the customers have. And here, in our dealing with different customers, that's where we're seeing some challenges, because some support desks are easy to integrate with, others are not. Some are optimized for the business logic, some are not. So when you can then have AI, not just provide the AI agent, but also provide the support desk software, that would become a really big value proposition for the customers. And as you can see over here, it's actually easy to do. It's not that difficult to do. So will support desk software remain? Will they be useful moving forward? That's a big question. We'll see. Same when it comes to CRM and a sales agent. So you can add the CRM tools linked to a AI sales agent that actually goes out, talks, sells, try to sell the product, and feeds the information back into the CRM about that customer, their requirements, everything we would need to know about that customer. Same concept over here. Some CRM systems are easier to connect to versus others, and some are quite structured in a way that's designed for the way it has been done for the past 15 years. So they might not be optimal when you add an AI agent on top of it. But if we can provide CRM and sales agent together in a little package, then that's easy to set up and it has a lot of value. Same thing with learning management systems, and where the AI agents become the learning coaches. So you have the content, and the learning content is there, people can go through it, and then you get the coach that actually supports the learner in going in a deep dive, answering any questions they have, etc. So again, same concept with existing enterprise software learning management systems. A lot of them are very restrictive. It's very hard to connect to, etc. So we can reimagine this whole process and so on. I'm not going to go through the others, but same kind of concept. So the solution is something like this. In general, all of these software stacks, they have two main databases. Databases are the store of information. So in anything that we're interacting with, you will have usually a user database. And let's talk about, as an example, the learning management system. So the user database in the learning management system is the learner. You would go in, you'd want to track what they're taking as learning components. You want to give them points on what they've taken so they collect badges and they could do certificates, etc. So all of that's stored in a user database, which tracks what the user is doing. And then you have another database, which is the content database, the database that has the actual learning elements, the videos, the quizzes, the things to read, games to play. All of that is in another database called, the content database. And typically in a learning management system, an enterprise software level learning management system, These are structured in a certain pattern and a certain way, and you would usually follow the process that the system allows you to do without too much flexibility in terms of if you want to change a certain flow for a different kind of user, it would be difficult. So the future model that is interesting is where you just have these databases organized in a really good way, and then you have an AI on top of them, an AI layer that the users interface with. So then when a user comes and gets into this, talks to this AI, either through chat or voice, they would basically, the AI would know from the user database, what is that user, what's their role, or if not, it would ask them for it, and what do they want to learn today? And based on what they want to learn, the AI has access to the content database, so we will personalize the learning to the extreme for that user, meaning it is not restricted by a certain workflow or a process. It would basically pick the best content for the user based on their own needs. It would, it can experiment with them to basically test them out, do like a little pre-test to understand where is that user at the moment in their learning journey, what do they need to learn, and then be able to feed them with the right content. So this is the new structure that we see is going to be taking over a lot of the enterprise software, and we're actually working on it. So stay tuned. Over the coming months, we're going to be sharing, all of this, and it's going to allow organizations to reimagine these functions for the age of AI. They'll be able to reduce a lot of the costs that they pay now for enterprise software by being able to follow this model. And it's going to be a much, much more impactful model to be used for the beneficiaries, the users of these systems. So stay tuned. We'll keep you updated. If you're subscribed to our channel, stay engaged so that you can be up to date with the latest and greatest developments from potential.com. In the meantime, I want you to experiment. AI is all about experimentation. It's all about trying out different systems, learning how to talk to the AI, how to give feedback, how to engage. And the AI models are just keep on, they continuously improve, they continuously get better. So don't get discouraged if you face some issues with some model. Make use of what's really good at this stage. And in a few weeks, few months, things improve. Always remember that we are at the worst level that AI will ever be right now. It's only going to get better. It's only going to get cheaper. So experiment. That's my message to you. And one way that you could really experiment quite efficiently and see a value is through the voice bots, which I love because you can imagine these AI agents, voice agents, and you can go to ai.potential.com/Rachel and try one. You could imagine these as fellow workers or your job and interact with them in a way and build them in a way that mimics what we're doing today, because then you can see what are they able to do in what we do today, so that we can then upskill and amplify our own work using these kind of bots. So they're very easy to try. You could try them for free and set them up in minutes, but it gives you a great perspective of how to use these in your workplace, in your environment. So that's it from my side. I hope you found this useful, and we'll see if basically the enterprise software is gonna remain or not. The world is changing right before our eyes. Things are moving at a dramatic pace, and we have to reimagine everything that we've been doing for the past 15 years, 20 years. So be ready for the future, engage, experiment, try out different things, and be well prepared. So that's my message to you. And that's it from my side for this week. Look forward to catching up the next week. Take care.
Thank you, Shadi, for sharing those insights with us. Now let's jump into some quick demonstrations where we'll show you some of our AI tools in action, including agents, coaches, chatbots, workflows, and more. As always, keep your questions coming in the chat, The team will be answering them as we go along. I'll hand it over now to our product and stakeholder teams.
Old systems are slowing you down. Whether it's CRMs, help desks, or support lines, businesses today need faster, leaner ways to engage customers and respond instantly. With AI voice agents, you can automate conversations across your website and platforms, providing 24/7 support, lead capture, and guidance, without expanding your team. Let's see how easy it is to create your own voice agent for your business. Start by entering your first name and email address. Then, add your business website URL. This is how the voice agent will learn everything it needs to respond accurately to your visitors. Next, give your agent a name that reflects your brand and tone. For this demo, we'll go with Nexa, a friendly, always-on assistant for any kind of company. Now click Set up My Voice Agent, and that's it, your AI voice agent is live and ready to assist. From there, you can easily connect it to your website, phone system, CRM, booking tool, help desk, or any platform your team uses. Now, let's test it out.
Hi there, hope you are having a great day. I'm Nexa. How can I assist you today?
Whether you're in retail, real estate, finance, or any other industry, AI voice agents help you deliver better service, reduce overhead, and respond at scale. Outsmart traditional systems with an AI solution that works around the clock. Set up your AI voice agent today.
AI is transforming the way businesses grow, attract customers, and scale their efforts. One of the most powerful examples of this is the AI Coach, an intelligent assistant that provides personalized guidance 24/7, answers questions, and helps businesses navigate challenges. AI coaches can be used in many different ways. Companies can create AI coaches for different business functions, making expert knowledge instantly accessible to employees. Trainers, consultants, and marketers can build their own AI coach to replicate their expertise and scale their impact. Today, let's explore the AI Marketing Coach. To get started, we can choose from 2 icebreaker questions. Let's click on How can I get more customers online? The AI Marketing Coach asks for more details about our business to provide the most relevant strategies. So let's say we own a small bakery specializing in artisan cakes and pastries, targeting local customers who enjoy handcrafted desserts. Once we provide this information, the AI Marketing Coach generates tailored strategies based on our industry and audience, suggesting the best online marketing tactics to attract more customers. Now, let's take this further. Let's ask, what is the most effective digital marketing channel for a bakery? The AI Coach analyzes different marketing channels and recommends the best ones for our business, such as Instagram for visually appealing content and email marketing to retain loyal customers. And that's the power of the AI Coach. It's a fully customizable, AI-powered assistant that delivers expert, tailored advice instantly. Set up your custom, no-code AI coaches in minute. In today's fast-paced world, customer expectations are higher than ever. Businesses need instant, accurate, and scalable customer support solutions to meet these demands. With Potential.com's AI chatbot, you can quickly and easily create a fully trained, 24/7 AI assistant that interacts with customers just like a live agent, helping businesses reduce costs, improve response times, and ensure high-quality service. To start, you customize the chatbot's appearance. You'll give your bot a name, greeting message, and avatar to align with your brand identity. You can also select a color scheme to match your brand's aesthetics. Once you've customized your chatbot appearance, click Next Step. Here, you train the chatbot on your business knowledge. There are multiple ways to do this. Website training: simply enter your website URL, select the various pages, and the chatbot will scan these pages to learn from your content. FAQs: manually enter common questions and responses for quick, accurate replies. File uploads: upload files like company policies or guides, and the chatbot will extract and use that information. To make your chatbot even more powerful, you can make use of these add-ons: icebreaker questions, engage customers with automated opening questions, AI instructions, to force certain behaviors and responses. You can also turn on some features like lead generation, document uploads, and voice accessibility. Now click Save and create your AI bot. Here you go. Your AI chatbot is live. Now, it's time to deploy it on your website or other platforms. You have multiple integration options: website pop-up widget, display the chatbot as a floating pop-up on your website. Embedded section, insert the chatbot inside any web page. WordPress plugin, easily integrate with WordPress sites through this plugin. Simply copy and paste the integration code where needed following the detailed instructions. You can also integrate your AI chatbot with your WhatsApp business number, allowing your AI chatbot to handle customer inquiries directly within WhatsApp. Simply click Connect WhatsApp and send a request to our team. Now let's see our chatbot in action. Customers can now interact with your chatbot 24/7 and get instant responses. You track the chat history and easily retrain your AI chatbot anytime from your dashboard. Ready to assist your customers 24/7? Set up your custom AI chatbot today.
Before we jump into the Q&A, we have a special offer for you today. Experience our AI voice agent firsthand with a free 10-minute trial and 50% off your first month. Just use the code VOICE50. Don't miss this chance to upgrade your customer interactions. We hope today's session gave you a clearer view of what's replacing traditional enterprise tools and how AI can help you simplify operations, cut costs, and move faster. If you've got feedback or want us to explore a specific topic in an upcoming session, drop it in the chat. We're here to make these sessions count. Also, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on LinkedIn to stay updated with all things AI. Thanks again for joining us today, whether you're watching live or tuning in through Zoom. Now, for everyone on Zoom, it's time to open the floor for your questions.